Then we have Craig Nabat, who is the president of Freedom Laser Therapy, and he'll be talking to us about exciting new practice, only recently legal here in the U.S., that helps people fight smoking. So if you smoke, you can get zapped with a laser and stop smoking.
Give me a hug. Be safe.
I will. I took the batteries out of everything, so I should get through security okay. But I really would like to stay because I see him over there, and he's really, really cute.
I know, Craig is hot.
Hi, Craig.
Craig's hot. Well, listen.
Okay, I'll go. I'll have fun.
Take care at the casino.
Love you.
Call me. My phone
I'll call
will be
you.
on.
Bye, America. Come see me in Syracuse.
He's a little addicted to the slot machines, and maybe we could do. Can we do like laser therapy on that addiction? But let me just say, first of all, I'm here with Craig Nabat of Freedom Laser Therapy, and you have been just traveling all over the country making appearances. You were on Al Gore's show, and we were just talking about, there are a lot of smokers here at Q Television, people who I know would like line up to get some laser therapy to get treated.
Well, Freedom Laser Therapy can help them for sure.
Yeah, and for me, it's like there are different addictions. Obviously, you can do, there's acupuncture, hypnosis, all these things. Tell us about laser therapy and how that works.
Low-level laser therapy, basically what it does is help take away the physical withdrawal symptoms, and we treat pressure points in the hands, face, ears, and it creates an endorphin release, helping the client through the initial detox period to when they're giving up cigarettes.
Right, so that's sort of on the same line of doing acupuncture, because there are points that when they usually stick a needle, and a lot of people are just terrified of needles. But so this you actually take, it's a laser. And I know we have some B-roll on this, so we could actually show how this is done. But tell me about it. So I'm the client, I come in, what is the process? What do we do?
Generally, you're going to sit down after you fill out our paperwork, you're going to watch a 2.5-minute video, tells you a little bit about the treatment if you're unfamiliar with the treatment.
Yeah, so we're showing, you get to, obviously this is laser, so you have to wear special glasses.
Right, and that's as a precautionary measure. It's completely painless, it can't harm you, the laser.
Right. And so I see the technician there is doing points in the hand, and this is specifically for smoking.
Correct, but it works for all types of addictions. We just specialize on nicotine addiction, but it also works for weight loss as well by suppressing appetite and speeding up the metabolism.
Yeah, and let me ask you something, because I know my acupuncturist actually had stuff for people who weren't fertile or having problems with pregnancy. Is that an area you guys are venturing into yet?
That's the actual one client we don't treat is generally somebody who's pregnant, because we don't know the effects on an unborn child. It's just, again, a precautionary measure. The technology has been around for 30 years with no negative side effects.
Right, and so what is the success rate of this?
9 out of 10 of our clients are claiming they're quitting, and we know this from follow-up phone calls and testimonials, and we're opening up offices around the country.
Wow, so that's amazing. And I know you said that if you're one of our viewers in San Francisco or Miami, you're actually, if you say that you saw it on Q and that you saw Craig, that you will give a discount, which I might just go to San Francisco or Miami. So from $3.99 for a treatment to $1.99. That's huge, and it's a great gift to give somebody who really wants to quit. Because as far as follow-up, what kind of follow-up do you have to do? Because obviously when you do things like the patch and all of that, that's a huge expense. And I know somebody, I kid you not, who quit, hasn't smoked in 5 years, but is still chewing Nicorette gum.
We actually treat clients that are addicted to the gum as well.
Yeah, because it's basically you're still putting nicotine into your system.
How the whole process works is the laser helps the client through the first 3 days they're getting off smoking. We give vitamins, antioxidants. During the treatment, they're watching a video breaking the psychological addiction. Then we send them home with this quit smoking support kit prefacing, you can never smoke another puff of nicotine ever again.
Right, and I just know for like other addictions, it's the first cigarette. It's the first one. It's not about smoking 5 or 10 a day. It's like once you go, so when you get that urge to have that first one, you actually are giving people some tools, because you need to have tools, when you're outside of that. And, do you recommend any other kind of like therapy or anything else for this? You guys are strictly...
We have a pretty comprehensive program where we feel confident that if you follow our program, you're going to get off smoking if you follow the program. And generally, after a 10-day duration, you've broken the physical addiction. If you never put nicotine back in your body, you're never physically addicted again. And we preface that. We make sure that, I'm a former smoker. You give me a cigarette today, I'd be smoking a pack and a half tomorrow. I know it.
Really?
So I'll never smoke again.
Right, because it's that first one that gets you hooked. You guys basically are beginning to franchise, so you're franchising across the country.
Correct.
And so this is going to be kind of like, the Bright Smile thing, which is like kind of popped up everywhere. You'll be able to go to whatever city. You guys have a website?
Yeah, at freedomlaser.com. freedomlasertherapy.com.
We'll put the website up, so you can go to freedomlasertherapy.com or call 866-GO-FREEDOM and find out where, either if they're coming to, coming to a town near you, or where you can go to actually get this treatment.
And we can also, we're flying out to major corporations. They have 30 people or more. We're actually having mobile treatment teams go into the corporation.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is that obviously nowadays you can't smoke anywhere, and so smokers, you look at all these buildings and they're just like throngs of people like around one ashtray smoking. And I really think it's one of those things, I know for me, and I usually never talk about it. I quit smoking for 5 years and just never had that, I just knew too. And then one event happened in my life, the passing of my father, and I picked up a cigarette. And it is the hardest thing. It's harder than anything to quit. So I know that you guys have, this has been around, you said, for 30 years. Now this has been going on in Canada.
Europe and Canada.
Yeah, for a long time. And I mean, that's a big, you're a big smoking, scene there. I mean, I was just in France and it just seems like everybody smokes. Is it one of those things like with the gum or hypnosis or anything? What if the client doesn't really want to smoke?
What smoker really wants to quit?
Right. So, doesn't really want to quit. So does the laser therapy, it basically works whether...
Generally what happens, when I quit smoking, I didn't really want to quit smoking. I knew it was killing me. I was smoking too much. I didn't feel well. So I go in for the treatment. All of a sudden I come out and I'm like, I don't really feel like smoking.
Right.
So that made it easier to make the decision. And then as far as the therapist gives you the tools and the information on how to actually beat the addiction. How to deal with your day-to-day life without cigarettes.
Sure. Well, the funny thing is like the day-to-day. Cigarettes right now, what they're running a pack. If you have a pack-a-day habit, which is, they cost on average about $5. We're talking about it. That's an $1,800 a year habit. Versus
over 10 years.
Right. And then this is like a house. These are serious payments. For $399, you guys have a success rate of 9 out of 10 clients. It just seems like a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah.
It really does seem like a no-brainer. And I think that's the thing. It's like that reluctance to actually, do I want to do this? And of course, as you were saying, using this laser therapy, it increases the endorphins. And, obviously you can get that also. You can go out and exercise. That will help as well, because that endorphin rush, it's just, you can get addicted to that too.
People can't explain the feeling that they get from the laser. It's just this euphoric feeling. You feel very peaceful after treatment. So quitting smoking is not a horrible experience for people who are going through Freedom Laser Therapy.
Well, you said to me that you would come back and we could actually do some of this and I think we should do that before the holidays. I've got my producer in my ear saying that he will volunteer to have this done. And I got to say, this big present that Craig is giving is that anybody here will get a half-off treatment. Anybody at Q Television who wants to quit. So start signing up over there, because we're going to have a smoke-free zone, hopefully by 2006. We're going to put your website up again, so anybody who wants any information, the website is up, www.freedomlasertherapy.com, or call 866-GO-FREEDOM. Craig, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on.
I really
appreciate it.
And we'll have you back.
Okay, we hope to get you off smoking.
Awesome.
Okay.
Don't go away. We're going to be right back with our how-to segment. It's going to be a lot of fun. Email me, brunch@qtelevision.com.